There's a rock that's going to follow you into the wilderness. That rock is going to be with you when you get lost. That rock is going to speak to you when you don't hear a word from God. That rock is going to sustain you when you're completely weary. That rock is Jesus. And I want to explain that to you right now. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, beginning in the 4th verse. Paul wrote that Israel drank from a spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock was Christ. Now, what's interesting about that is they were in the wilderness for 40 years, and I imagine that rock probably weighed several tons. How did that rock move? The answer is given in the text. It says the rock went before them. It followed them. It was with them. It was in them. It was over them. In other words, that rock was able to go anywhere they went, do anything they did, because it was not just a rock. It was the living embodiment of the God of Israel. You know, sometimes we read these Old Testament narratives and we think, how could the people have been so stupid they saw this miracle? Why didn't they just believe? Well, let me tell you why. Because the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is not a God that's easily seen. He's not a God that's easily heard. It's not a God that's easily felt. There are some people that say, well, if God's real, why doesn't he just part the clouds and come down here and show himself? Well, I'll tell you why, because that's not who God is. His nature is to be in the wilderness with us, in the silence with us, in the desert with us. When God led Israel out of Egypt, he took them into the wilderness because he wanted to show them something. He wanted to show them that he was a God that was with them in the wilderness, a God that could be trusted in the wilderness, a God that would provide for them in the wilderness. And so when they complained, when they questioned, when they doubted, God said, I'm right here. I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Did he ever leave their side? No. He was with them in the garden. He was with them in the wilderness. He was with them in the promised land. He was with them when they sinned and when they rebelled. So my friend, if you're going through a wilderness experience right now, I do want you to forget that the God that you are serving is a God that does not leave your side. He's a God that goes before you, that follows after you, that is with you, that is in you, that is over you. So do anyone ever make the mistake of thinking that God is not with you when you go through difficult times? He is with you. And he's with you to show you that he is a God that can be trusted, a God that can be relied upon, a God that will never leave you or forsake you. Well, I hope that's an encouragement to you today. If you've never trusted Jesus, I hope you'll do so right now. And until we see each other next time, walk with the Lord and remember, he's not only the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, he's also your God.